Nexxlegacy.
Everybody
Got you.
yeah.
Nicci, okay. See, that makes sense now. What's up with it?
Just grinding on a late night, as always. How are you?
I'm blessed, and I kind of put it out there to start the show about 15 minutes ago, but as a man, it's always, I'm trying to find different ways to be able to show not just respect to the people that set up shows and do interviews and stuff like that on this station, but also to come out with a public apology, you know what I mean, and just definitely tell you that from the bottom of our station's hearts that we appreciate the fact that you're gonna come on a show that we should have actually finished literally a couple of hours ago. You know what I mean? So we don't take unprofessionalism lightly, and from the bottom of my heart, I definitely want to appreciate you for being professional, and hope that we can just continue to push this line and push your line in a respectful manner. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. It's no problem. I know things happen.
For sure. So, the people out there that don't know who Nicci is, tell some of these people out there a little bit about you.
Well, I love music. I'm all indie. I've rejected being signed quite a few times. I flow, I sing, I produce, I play the guitar, play a little piano, definitely write. My culture is Black and Puerto Rican, and I rep both proudly. And I do all types of music: hip hop, R&B, pop, Spanish, and basically I'm just been grinding on my come up and getting into a little bit of this and that with everything from a reality series that's about to come up to doing some activism with different types of personal humanitarian things that I'm interested in with helping people. And
okay. So it sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on. And before we get into the reality show and some of the humanitarian stuff you got to do, you said you've been singing, you've been emceeing, play the guitar, so you had your hand in music for a while, I guess, right? How long have you been doing a lot of the stuff you talked about when it comes to music?
Oh my gosh. Well, doing music as a career, it's been for the past. Actually, as a career since early last year, July, things took off pretty fast. As far as just doing it personally, just loving to do it, I've been, messing in it all my life. So, yeah.
So, more or less for the same thing, you know how it is nowadays, especially when it comes to music, and especially when it comes to a female MC or a female singer or whatnot. The landscape is pretty rough sometimes. Sometimes it gets rough for the ladies out there because it is a male-dominated world. So, how have you been able to kind of put yourself out there without, overcoming to some of this stuff that's going on and all this dominance that the males have?
Well, I've proven myself through my lyricism. I go harder than some guys that are in the majors, from what I've been told, people's opinions. I represent hip hop. Nobody ever listens to any of my tracks and feels like I've left the bars inadequate. So, I go hard and I remain, self-sufficient. Like I said, I've done all this indie. Nobody can say that they helped me, quote unquote, or given me a break, per se, because I rejected having an easy way out. I think the biggest thing is just showing that, regardless of whatever, I can remain steadfast, and patient and being humble. You get a lot further if you're humble and you just ask people for an opportunity versus if you come up thinking that you all that. So that's how I being on the same level with guys.
I could dig it. I could definitely dig it. And you said you represent hip hop. What does hip hop mean to you?
Oh boy, don't get me started on that.
Come on, that's why we're here live, baby. We got to get you started on it. Go ahead.
I feel you. Hip-hop, to me, it's a culture of urban expression. And it's much more vast than just music. Like I always say, I feel like the music and hip-hop are just our personal anthems. And I feel like I said, it's a culture. Hip-hop is so many things according to where you live. UK's hip-hop is totally different, much more rich when it comes to, how they go on the mic and everything compared to American hip-hop, which now seems to be so watered down and commercial and bubblegum to me, So that's why I say I am hip-hop, because everything that you hear from me, you get a story. It's something about it. Just like how, it used to be back in the day. You're not going to listen to my track and be like, what the hell is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You can get something from it. So
that's my whole deal, because, I didn't had hella interviews with a lot of established people, from, Cool G Rap to Vinny from Naughty by Nature to Ice Cube to so many different people. And a lot of them is saying that there's no heart in hip-hop no more. Like, from what you said about yourself and bringing this back to where it used to be, how come it's let me try to rephrase this. Why do you think is so many people that don't really get and understand this culture, when the culture, like you said, is so watered down and so commercialized and so gimmicky now?
I don't think they get it because, number one, I think it falls on the responsibility of a few major people. Number one is the artists themselves and the labels who are signing these artists. They are more worried about being marketable versus talent. You can sell anything to anybody if you have enough marketing behind you, enough advertising. So I feel that, people are more worried about trending instead of creating a legacy in hip-hop. Whatever's a temporary thing. If everybody's talking about, their swagger, then everybody's going to make a song about swagger. If somebody's talking about ice and pink lemonade and whatever, you know what I'm saying? People want to blend this. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where it is. And then, materialism. Hip-hop is so materialized now. Everything is about Louis, Gucci, Fendi, whatever. And, a lot of our young people are not even realizing that, like, most of these people are stunting in these videos and in these shows. They don't have all this stuff. And if they do, they go broke because they're not investing wisely. So I feel like, it's part. And then, we're not educating people on what hip-hop is. So many underground people are talented, but we all hating against each other. And what we should be uniting and keeping the culture of hip-hop alive, We're not educating. There's no education in hip-hop no more. I'm not saying that everything got to be, like, booked down because, I'm wild and I talk about a lot of different stuff. But, I mean,
for sure,
I still represent hip-hop, so.
And that seemed to be one of the biggest things as far as, the education of hip-hop. It seemed like a lot of these young people and a lot of people that, may have came up in different eras that may not know certain historic events or a historic rapper or a historic, movement that was made. And can you believe there's like a 16-year-old person that I was having a conversation with. Did not know who in the hell Public Enemy was, did not know NWA, did not know Eazy-E, did not know Cool G Rap, KRS-One. All they knew was Lil Wayne, all they knew was Soulja Boy, and that was it. Who do you blame? Do you blame the kids or do you blame the parents of those kids that's not educated?
I blame underground for not repping and keeping hip-hop alive because there are more underground artists than there are commercial artists. And there's no reason why we haven't already dominated the industry and shown them, it is about talent. That's who I blame because, we're the ones with the freedom to put it out there. A lot of us, don't want to work as hard. It's hard getting out there. And a lot of people that's underground don't want to. I do blame the labels and, everybody else. I mean, I'll never forget, like, late last summer, I saw somebody tweet, Tupac is, fuck a Tupac, he's not as good as Soulja Boy. And I felt like it was blasphemy. I was like, oh, my God, are you serious? Like, I felt like they were talking about Jesus Christ. But he didn't know who Tupac was because he's 19 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he doesn't know who Tupac is. He doesn't, people don't know, and they think, like I said, swag is all about, getting tatted up, getting the different colored diamonds and getting the most hoes and smoking the best weed. That's what people think hip-hop is now,
Yeah, and that hype now, Nicci, is, getting that nice tattoo on your face, which is some, I don't know, like, I don't understand that. Like, to me, I understand people trying to, you get tattoos that's supposed to stand for something. You don't want to try to copycat somebody. To me, that's the sad state of affairs that we living in right now, and that's one of the things that hopefully that people can be able to try to grab from you is, you're trying to be your own individual chick. You're not trying to be in the same lane as, the Nicki Minaj's and the Lil Kims and, all these other rappers. You're trying to do what you do and stay in your lane, right?
The people who get tattoos on their faces need to tattoo some pretty on their faces because most of them, it don't matter if what they have. Most of the people who have tattoos on their faces I've seen, it don't even matter. Their face is already long gone. So I don't even know.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, I don't think nobody's going to be hurting, missing some people that have ice cream cones, hot dogs, and sandwich trucks or whatever they have on. So I'm just saying.
I love it. Nicci here on this special edition of Ladies Night. And I'm going to run one of your tracks, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to kind of get into exactly what you got going on with you was telling me about the reality shows and some of this stuff that's going on. So, we're gonna see what's rocking. And plus, this mixtape is definitely out. So, before we run this track, tell people where to go get this mixtape, though.
You can go get my second tape, which is called Fuck Yo Mike, and I mean that with all my sincerity. It's FUKK Yo Mike, the 2 C's. You can get it on Dat Piff. Just search it. You can follow me on Twitter and see a link pop up. But definitely just go to Dat Piff and get you a copy. It's been out for a couple weeks now. We a little over 2,000 people that's reviewed it, and it's nice. Definitely nice.
All right, y'all go ahead and go grab that and check this young lady out. We got Nicci right here. Nicci in the building on this edition of Tuesday. Well, not Tuesday, but this special edition of Ladies Night. You know what I mean? Definitely go rock with her. You can actually follow her on Twitter, which I think you should. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go ahead and do that, go hit her up at twitter.com/Nicci, Nicci is Nicci, ISNEECHEE. Did I get it right? I think I got it right.
Yes,
I did get it right?
Got it right.
I got it right. Your man Brand in the building. You know what I'm saying? Nicci in the house. Let me ask you before I ask you about not just this mixtape and some of the stuff you got going on. I had some emails a couple of people sent as far as, what are your thoughts about the hottest chick out there, quote unquote, as far as mainstream Nicki Minaj. Your thoughts?
You really want me to go there?
Go there, baby. Go there. Go there. Hey, they say she the hottest chick, so, that's what they say.
Nicki Minaj is not the hottest chick in hip-hop, and let me tell you why. Because, okay, I'll just say this. First of all, my LP got put a plug in, which is called Pieces of Me, is coming out on Friday, May 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out Friday the 13th because, I feel like I'm really going to give people something to be scared of, Friday the 13th. I ain't got to put me bloody covers and all that kind of stuff on my album cover, my LP cover. It is what it is.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj is not the hottest simp Nicci, number one, she's not a femc to me. I think she is marketable because no other femcs are out right now that's doing something commercially. So it's kind of like, how are you going to brag about running stuff when you have no competitors currently? I mean, that's one thing. And then, number two, I've taken the time to listen to her, and she sounds like Lil Wayne's little girl because her bars sound exactly the same as his when she delivers bars. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting on a track from Nicci. Nicci, if you're listening, if you ever listen, I know we'll meet soon. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole other thing I have to tell people about. But I'm still waiting to hear a track where you do like a good 40 bars. I mean, when you do that, then I might entertain you being a femc. But until then, you're just playing around, and it's all good. And you have your little fan base. You doing your thing. But nobody's gonna be talking about Nicki Minaj in 10 years. I mean, the whole come up is off of a Mattel doll. So I mean, I should just let you know. I mean,
And see, that's another thing that's confusing to me. Like, I know she get a lot of followers, and that's what's up. I mean, she making dough. If she making bread, I respect a hustle. But my whole thing is music is like painting a picture. Music is supposed to be telling a story. Music is supposed to be something that, if the feeling is there and it's right, that's something you can vibe with from years and years and years to come. And she doesn't brand herself as that as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go back. Like, if I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go rock Missy. You know what I mean? Queen Latifah. Some of these people that actually was rapping about something, you know what I'm saying, creative and with substance and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And it's a different vibe with her. So, I mean, it is what it is. And we're two people, and it's hella people that has the same opinion. But you feel where I'm coming from, though, right?
Yeah, Nicki Minaj is garbage. She's marketable. She's cute. You take anybody, give them a good makeover, new ass, you know what I'm saying, put Wayne behind them, you're going to get out there. But when it comes to delivery, no, it's hands down. It's not happening. She can make tracks because she has marketing ability. But, I rep people like you said, like Nipsey, MC Light. Like, I wish so bad MC Light would drop an album, like, just because. Like, she...
Oh, well, just the FYI, sweetheart, she will actually be airing something exclusively in the next couple of weeks right here on this station. So, you definitely got to come back and rock it and rock out with her too. So, yeah, she got an album that she actually literally is working on. So, FYI on that one.
Wow, I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait.
Yeah. But, and then she throw me off with the whole, multiple personality joints, too. Like, I get kind of confused, like, who are you really trying to be? So, I feel you. But enough about her, though. It's about Nicci right here on this special edition of Ladies Night. And you was telling me something about a reality show. So, if whatever you could be able to share, throw that out there with some of these people as far as what you got rocking.
Well, I wanted to be able to show people what making it, quote unquote, is really like, what all it takes. Because, if you look through Twitter, for example, 1 out of every 4 people is allegedly, and according to their bio, the next hottest rapper, singer, dancer, or DJ. So out of passion from seeing things like American Idol and how, they ultimately judge people from being able to do a pop album and not really, they never give hip-hop a chance. They never give other genres a chance.
Right.
I wanted to do a reality series that was based on what all it takes to make it, like all the things that people don't tell you, like all the paperwork behind it, all the drive, the fact that, we ladies, we can do it on our own. We don't have to worry about fucking our way up the ladder, excuse my French, to hope to get a door open. You can just do it if you just apply yourself, because what I always remind people of is that Sony or Jive, other people, they didn't start out being, popular. Everybody starts with an ambition, and then they grow, and they have enough capital to keep growing. So anybody can do a commercial, radio and music is doing. So
right.
that's what it's going to be called. I mean, that's what it's going to be about, and it's going to be called Deedle. It's a crazy, funky name. And it's going to be receiving advertising through MTV and VET come around the end of May/June. We're not hosting it on air as on TV. It's going to be hosted independently online until we tie up some things, but the advertising will definitely be through MTV and BET. So it's going to be big.
Okay.
It's going to be big.
Okay. I mean, anytime you get, I got a whole different opinion about BET and MTV, but I'll leave it off. I'll leave it off. I ain't going to say it, but... my whole thing is this. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep it way real. Forget it. You know what I mean? Like, my whole deal is this, and I'm glad they at least trying to do something in a sense where they trying to bring some of the essence of music back. Because I get tired of this whole talk reality show bullshit that they got going on nowadays. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, give me something with substance. Like MTV, BET, y'all supposed VH1. Y'all y'all supposed to be pro music, and y'all got dirtbag shit on. I'm tired of it, Nicci. I'm just tired. Like, don't get me started though. Like,
oh, I mean, that's why I said that I wanted to prove that I could do it independently myself first, and just use their branding for advertising.
No doubt.
Because they're not gonna put me in no dummy deals and have me on here like making me fight somebody every day like Jersey Shore. Like, I'm not trying to be doing all that. I want to really show shit about music and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And the industry, the real look at the industry, because it's like all these commercial celebrities, they don't show the real stuff. They don't show the struggle. It's always just, the nice little interviews and stuff like that. And so
I could dig it. I could definitely dig it. Looking forward to it. And then not only that, like, I mean, are you working on anything as far as an album? I know you mentioned that like a couple of other majors was trying to holler at you or whatever. Are you trying to stay independent, or what's your deal about an upcoming album?
I will remain independent for as long as I'm alive. I will not be signing to anybody. I have an album that will be coming out the end of this year called The Rehab. And I have an LP that, like I said earlier, is coming out on May 13th called Pieces of Me. So it'll be coming out digitally on that date, and then it'll be coming hard copy a few weeks later. So that's what I have going on. I have a lot of different collabs. I have a really hot collab coming out with Raheem Devon, a couple slow jams, some other people. A lot of great things going on, so I'm very excited.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the stuff you got going on is a product of you networking and reaching out to people and trying to put yourself in that spotlight where I mean, if anybody look at your Twitter page or your MySpace page for that matter, I mean, people know you're an attractive chick. So, that goes without saying, but I'm still put it out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not using that body as the end all be all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that should be the last thing a dude or anybody for that matter should really pay attention to, right? They should pay more attention to what you got going on for yourself. And that's just in life in general though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not, nobody could ever pay me what my body, my sex, or anything is worth. So it wouldn't even make a difference. But I definitely want people to pay attention to what I have to say because it's important, So, yeah, never that. I actually was hesitating about putting up pictures because, as I told you before, I came on your show, when I hope that as many people as possible are listening. And everybody thinks that I have some haters who think that I'm fake, that I'm just a promote chick on Twitter, and the music that I promote isn't mine because it goes kind of hard and stuff like that. And, yeah. So I get a lot of heat about looks and, yeah.
Before we get into another track and stuff, what is a misconception about you? I mean, is it because people look at you on the outside and don't really get a chance to get to know you, or what's the misconception they got about you?
the misconception is, I think the biggest one is the fact that, well, when it comes to my music, the biggest misconception is that all they think I do is sing because I don't look like the brat or, hard, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they hear me flow, they're like, oh, okay. And everybody always asks, well, what do you sing? I'm like, well, my first thing is flowing, and I just want people to know, you don't have to look like, what's kid's name off of The Wire? Snoop. I don't have to look like Snoop off The Wire to flow. Like, I can be feminine and, nothing against her. I think she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying a female can be feminine and go hard, on the mic. So.
Right. I mean, and that's official, too, because, you got to go back to the, you want to say 70s, 80s, even early 90s for that matter. Like, I mean, you had Latifah, Light, you had, The Brat, you had so many different MCs, and Missy, and so on, and they didn't have to strip down a bikini or whatever it was, what I'm saying? A lot of people thought they won based off of what they did lyrically, you know what I mean? And to me, I think that's a lot of misconception a lot of females get sometimes. Like, what I'm saying? A lot of the real ladies is not going to or don't have to show their body to win. Like, you could win based off of, your talents, right?
Oh, yeah. And I kind of blame the females the new females existing in the industry because, if all you rap about is fucking and your ass, how big it is, I mean, then people are going to depreciate you. I mean, and they're not really going to think that you can do anything else, I mean, I make sex songs, but, it accounts for a small amount of my music. As I get on the mic, So I think it happens with that, too. I mean, we got rappers out here that all they do, I like to see, for example, somebody like Nicki Minaj, food, clothes, and deliver a song, and see what happens. You ain't got to sit down with your legs open. You ain't got to walk around half naked. We need to get back more of that type of stuff.
No doubt. I mean, I feel that, but, you get a lot of people out there that, just looks at certain different things. And, hopefully, like I said, people can really pay attention to this young lady's talents. You know what I'm saying? Nicci in the building on this special edition of Ladies Night. And, there's a lot of fellas out there and people that do want to know. You know what I'm saying? You can plead the fifth if you want. But a lot of people want to know, are you single? Or are you taken? I had to ask that question. You know what I mean? You get guys on the line like, we got people out here on the East Coast that's listening right here as well as Minnesota, out here in the Bay Area in California, you know what I'm saying, worldwide. People want to know, baby, what's up with it?
I am single. I am team single. Okay. I've been single for a couple years now. So.
Whoa! What's up with this team single? Like what? You single with a chip on your shoulder? Like what? What's up with that? Like
no,
you ain't got to rock out no team single. Like no.
I'm not single. I'm not single with a chip. I'm not single. I'm single. I'm open though. Like I'm ready for love. So if it happens, it happens. But I'm single.
Yeah, but let me put it out there. She's saying that, though, but she don't want no dirtbags at her front door. So I'm just saying, people out there, you know what I'm saying, don't get it twisted. Like, you may show up, but you got to have something to offer if you're going to try to at least, be down, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. No scrubs, no scrubs.
So don't be a scrub on Twitter neither. Be like, yeah, I was on the radio, and, I heard you on the radio saying that you looking for love, so I'm right here, girl. I'm right here. I'm here looking for you. Don't get it twisted. For sure. Hey, we're going to run one more track from you, and then we're going to come back and wrap it up right here on this special. Y'all go ahead and support my homegirl, Nicci. Go get that mixtape, datpiff.com/Nicci- Fuck Your Mic mixtape, or just search it when you on datpiff.com. You know what I mean? Brandon in the building on this special edition of Ladies Night, and you know what I'm saying? Do you got like a Facebook outside of your Twitter? You got I know you got MySpace, but who still use MySpace? You use that though.
I do have a Facebook, but it's super brand new, so it's not being publicized like that yet. But I will be.
Okay.
It's going to be strictly for fans. But you know what? People be knocking on MySpace. Can I speak on MySpace for a minute? Just 1 minute.
Nah, you ain't. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
MySpace was my home stomping ground. MySpace was my home front. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate on poor MySpace because they ain't getting no business no more.
MySpace was the homie though, but everybody moved to a new block now. They posted on Twitter right now. That's their new block. MySpace is deserted. Like it ain't hardly a lot of folks on that thing no more.
You know what? It's not a lot of adults on there. It's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Kids still be on there, but yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Nah, but I feel you though, like, 'cause I still got my MySpace posted, but you know, I had to go back when I as soon as I saw you, I was like, ooh, that's right, I still got a MySpace, so I was like, I had to add her as a friend, you know what I mean? Like, nah, but you know what, that has served me well over the years, so you know, I would not delete my page, I will always keep that thing on there and visit it. You know, it's kind of like, you know, your third or fourth cousin you ain't seen in a while. You know, I might go pop over there and visit every once in a while, but you know, my new block is MySpace, and you know, like you said, Facebook. I'm gonna send you my link, so you know we could smash together on Facebook. Twitter, you already got that. You know what I'm saying, and people definitely need to go ahead and follow her on Twitter. It's at Nicci is Nicci, NICCIISNEECHEE. And before we wrap this thing up, sweetheart, is there anything you want to bring to the table to fans, new fans? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got a lot of nice feedback from you on the email joint, so I'm gonna have to send you some of them fan emails, real positive, like, because you know, a lot of people say you sound real intelligent, real, like, you know, this chick got her head on her shoulders. Wow, she ain't coming off all super provocative, even though, you know, males included, and, you know, Brand is a male, you know what I mean? You know, very attractive young lady, so, you know, it's real dope.
Yes, I definitely would like to say something before we wrap it up. The new fans, you definitely will not be disappointed. My goal is to incorporate the elements of music from, you know, I feel like being an 80s baby, I feel like the best eras of music were in the 80s and the 90s, and that's what I'm trying to bring back. You know?
Amen.
When you get my LP, you're going to get the...
Preach. No, I'm playing. No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
You're going to get the old treatment. I'm going to give you a poster of me. You're going to get the lyrics. You're going to get the fold-out jacket, you know, and my you know, you're going to definitely be an appreciated fan. You know, my promo teams, they work hard to do everything that they can and show my people love. I try to get back to people as much as I can. You know, so my new fans, will definitely support me. You know, I will always, no matter even when I'm up there with millions of fans, I will always have my people show love and try to talk and things like that. And to my existing fans, you know, thank you, you know, for continuing to support me. And to my haters and my addicts, you know, keep doing what you're doing, because obviously you don't know what you're doing, so, you know. Whatever you're doing.
Shout out to the haters. We love y'all. Y'all keeping this young lady in business, you know what I mean? Y'all keep hating. Y'all keep hating. Y'all see her in a lane that you wish you was in, you know what I mean? So, you know, that I could dig it. But nah, let me say before I let you go that, you know, I appreciate you being a professional lady, and I appreciate you for, you know, bringing your talents not just to the station but to everywhere, because, you know, sound like you doing it from the heart, and to me, you won me over just by that, because I didn't had interviews with people, and you could tell they just in it for the dough, or they trying to get some pussy, or, you know what I'm saying, they just real dirtbag-ish, you know what I mean, as far as up and coming people or people on the rise, because you looking out after your underground supporters and you looking out after trying to establish a legacy and stuff like that, and that goes a long way. So I appreciate you for even, you know what I'm saying, setting foot in this arena and doing what you do, because I know it's really hard for ladies in general, and I appreciate you being not just a lady, but a woman about your business, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I will not disappoint ever, and I plan to keep it like that, you know. Just listen out. Listen out for me.
For sure. We're going to go ahead and continue to support you as well. So, you know, not just through the music, but also through, you know what I'm saying, through the radio, and make sure that we get, you know, all your information and make sure that it's promoted with a bunch of love and respect. You know what I mean? You can only expect that much when you're dealing with me. So, you know, you got all my information and you got all my contact information. I'll make sure I tweet you my Facebook link. I'll give you a DNA sample through the mail. I'll give you whatever you need, girl. You know what I mean? See, I didn't even make you laugh too. See?
Yeah. I said, yeah, I want to thank you for that. Thank you for that, and I will definitely show my support as well. And thank everybody for listening.
Nexxlegacy.